How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. There is some really interesting things happening on the other side of the world and a lot of volatility. One of the indexes over there had the worst day since 2008, and yet another one right next door is up 5% on the day, actually opened up 10% in the positive. A really weird market over in China. I want to talk about that. Also talk about what's happening here. I talked last night in my video about the redistribution plan for FTX, and a lot of misconceptions are happening out there as to where this money is coming from. Let me explain it to you, and I also want to show what it is very similar to, like in size. We'll take a look at a chart. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you're drinking today. I have a little bit of espresso and some water, but let me know what you're drinking down below in the comment section. Also, if you want to start trading crypto, there's a link to Margex underneath the video. You can get set up in just a few seconds and you can start trading there. Now, take a look at this. Judge approves FTX bankruptcy plan to fully repay crypto customers in cash with interest. A lot of people commented on my video last night saying, well, they're going to have to sell the crypto and that's going to dump the price of crypto. I think some of this was trolling. Some of it is really just people not knowing. They already have the cash. I believe they're actually going to pay with stablecoin. Marty Party says breaking FTX official full redistribution in stablecoins approved. Bullish AF. Payment expected in 60 days or 2 months. December 7th, post-election. Front run this. Now, some people were saying that they're going to have to sell the crypto, but again, I think they've made it very clear. They've been doing this for a while now. For the last 2 years, they've been selling crypto off, and now they just have cash, stablecoin, etc. Some of this will hit the market, and it is a significant amount. Take a look at this. This is the 61.1 billion in Bitcoin ETF holdings. FTX claims distribution is 16.5 billion. Michael Saylor's holdings 15.75 billion. Mt. Gox repayments 8.8 billion. German government selling, which caused us to go from 65,000 or 70,000 all the way down to 49,000. That was only 3.5 billion. Okay. So this is a very significant amount. If this comes back into the market, keep in mind, this has been siphoned out of the market for the last couple of years. Solana had a large amount of selling, Bitcoin, large amount of selling, Ethereum, large amount of selling, etc. Other altcoins had some selling as well. And yet we've still gone up in that time. I would not be surprised to see a decent portion of this come back to the market. Maybe this is really where the altcoin season starts, is when people start front running this, knowing that some people that were in FTX or had their crypto in FTX are going to go buy XRP. They're going to go buy Solana. They're going to buy Cardano. Some of their favorite cryptos from the last bull run that maybe they still feel are undervalued. Right? I'm not necessarily saying that those ones are undervalued, but I'm saying they're probably going to feel like buying some altcoins before this bull run, especially if altcoins haven't really taken off or they're just starting to. Right? If people try to front run this, all of a sudden everything moves up against their Bitcoin pair 10, 20, 30%, and Bitcoin's doing well too, then yeah, I see people wanting to get into this market, wanting to put more money in before the next leg of the bull run. Now, speaking about people wanting to put money in to the market, the Shanghai SSE Composite Index was up 4.6% today. It opened up 10% in the green. Okay, a significant jump on the open here today. Let's read a little bit about this. Shanghai stocks rocket more than 10% at open. Mainland Chinese stocks soared more than 10% at the open Tuesday as traders resumed a blistering rally after a week-long break, hoping for more economy-boosting measures from Beijing, which unveiled a slew of stimulus last month. The Shanghai Composite Index surged 10.13%, or 337.91 points, to 3,674, and the Shenzhen Composite Index on China's second exchange piled on 11.3%. However, Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index slipped 4.18% on profit taking after a healthy run-up last week. The gains in China came ahead of a planned news conference later in the morning in which policymakers are expected to flesh out these policies. Investors have been racing into these stocks on the mainland and Hong Kong since authorities began announcing a raft of stimulus measures to reverse a long period of tepid economic growth. Okay, so we've talked about this, but they talked about rate cuts and easing on how much banks have to keep on reserve and relaxed rules on buying a home. Now, this is just kind of crazy, right? The one index, SSE, the SSE Composite Index, opened up 11 or 10% in the green, and then the Hang Seng ended the day down 10%. So it really is like a tale of two cities. It's crazy how two different indices, two different indices from the same country can end up. I mean, kind of imagine that. And honestly, I don't really know the difference between these two indexes too much. I'm not well versed in this. But can you imagine like the NASDAQ up 10% or opening up 10% in the green? That is insane. That's a huge swing. That's like, I remember swings similar to that during COVID, right? Like the depths of COVID. Now, at the same time, what if you had the NASDAQ up 10% and then you had, I don't know, the Dow down 10%? That'd be just kind of unprecedented, right? This is economic instability, in my opinion. Of course, when there's volatility, that can be a good thing. Traders can make a lot of money, or investors, long-term investors, can buy the dip. But this is a lot of volatility. This is a lot for an index, right? This is not a single asset. This is not a tech stock. This is the whole basket of goods. So I don't know. This is interesting to me. I'll be paying attention to this. Obviously, depending on what China does, if they stimulate the economy more, it does affect crypto because it affects global liquidity. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know what I'm missing. If you know what's happening here, if you understand why one index is up 10% and then the other one ends negative 10% on the day, let me know down below in the comment section. Again, it should be an interesting time. Crypto is doing fairly well, I think, leading into the end of the year. Not quite as flashy as some people thought, but that's typically what happens. And then we get big moves towards we get big moves that pushes up very quickly to new highs, and then everyone kind of throws their rules out the window, and then FOMO's in a lot of the time. Let's see what's up on the day. First Nero on Ethereum, up 15%. I've never even heard of that. Egen Layer, I've heard of that, up 8%. Aptos up 6%. Say up 4%. Phantom up 4%. Sui up 3%. And Popcat down the most. FTT down 12%. Pepe down. Conflux down. Injective. So yeah, it's interesting to see meme coins just taking off last week, taking a bit of a dip, but I would still be paying attention to these for the bull run. I think they'll do well. But of course, do your own research. Let me know your thoughts. If you do want to trade meme coins, if you want to trade layer ones, if you want to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, there's the link underneath the video to Margex. There's also a link down there to WEEX, which also will get you in the right place for trading. There's also some other links as well down there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.